Blox fruits might finally be updating, as recently they've dropped a lot of information on the future updates, including a lot of sneak peeks. So to see if I'm going to come back and play the game, let's see just what might be on the way. Boy, oh boy, I'm late to the party. We've got Blox Bulletin 20, 21, 22, and 23 to go through. So let's see what they might be adding in the future update. A strange force pulling at the seas. Oh, I mean, not even reading anything. Are we going to get the magnet fruit? Is that what I'm like seeing here? A strange phenomenon began a few nights ago, involving compasses across several islands. The compasses began to wobble, the needles all pointing in the same directions for a few seconds before settling back to normal. Navigators didn't think much of it at first, writing it off as a fluke. Then heavier metallic materials around them began doing the same thing. Big juice clap. What the flip? Know my bro's name. Is Magnet gonna be like better than Dragon? Like they're making it seem like it's gonna be insane, right? Weapons inching off tables, anchors pulling ever so slightly against their ropes. A blacksmith on one of our outer islands reported that his entire rack of tools all tilted at once had reached out and pulled on it. Interesting. What could be causing such a thing? So is this going to be a magnet fruit actually in the game, or is it a magnet boss? Wait, what am I looking at? Frozen village shaken. The doghouse has vanished. Wait, or if there was something missing, the doghouse. Or like a noob's arm, like falling out. A heavily damaged laptop. Whoa. Let's see. After everything that has happened, many questions still remain. Where did the doghouse injured disappear to? Who's the doghouse really? What do you mean who? Why does he have a similar name to Rip Injure? Oh, it's different. Okay, that's so much lore. I don't care. Like, it's just a doghouse, realistically. Unless it has something crazy to do with, like, I don't know, fruit awakenings? Nah, sure. That's probably just yap. Random yap. Let's see. We want to talk about Blox fruits right now. Oh, cadence of our recent updates. Limited time updates, blah, blah, blah. Hacker attack, blah, blah, blah. Larger updates and exciting new features that we're looking forward to releasing soon. Trademark. Anyone who remembers last year's summer expansion probably remembers the amount of new permanent content it brought. Okay, that's good. That's good. The team's been working on more permanent content and features to release, including new fruits, magnet, new systems, fruit awakenings, or like the removal of awakenings, and it's like upgrades now or whatever. New islands, not really seen anything on that, and much more. The roadmap is coming together. Okay, wait. We're not ready to share the details for now. Keep an eye out for our newest update. And then art contest for fruits. The Chimera. Ooh. Oh, these are cool, actually. Honestly, so many of these fruits would be sick. But Chimera? That actually looks cold. Anyway, this was the first blog post, right? So that makes me wonder, what are we going to see in 21? We're seeing Uzoth looking sad with a baby terror shark. We got a fishman and then E-Claw on top. Are we going to get a new E-Claw? Hold on a second. The Scrapyard Titan. Our perpetrator revealed. Wait. Magnet fruit time. I followed the magnetic shifts each time they appeared until it led me to an abandoned dockyard. It was here that I witnessed the culprit behind it all firsthand. In a matter of seconds, scattered scrap metal, broken hull plating, old machinery, blah, 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 engulfing the magnet user. Piece by piece, a hulking war machine emerged. Wait, so is Magnet gonna have like a transformation then? Is that what this is gonna be? Or is this just gonna be like a passive? Is it gonna be part of its kit? Being sure of my own safety, I made a swift escape. I've learned from this incident that whoever this person may be, they clearly aren't hiding anymore. Does that mean we're getting close? That's what I want to know. The seas should be very cautious. ... Oh, that's all right. The summer expansion draws near. Summer's basically over. Summer expansion is on the way, okay? Bear witness to an all-new event. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Then we will be releasing a major PvP balance that will shift the current meta. Common fruits on top. I've been waiting for this update. They're just going to make the common fruits the most overpowered fruits in the game, and the rest is just going to be turned into garbage. This is what we want to see. This is what we've been waiting for, in fact. Once both updates have landed, the countdown to our next major expansion will begin. If the whispers from the docks are anything to go by, it's shaping up to be one of the biggest seasonal events this world has seen. It will literally be world-changing. That sounds sus. Are we gonna get like visually get a change across the entire seas? Like, do you see the banners here? Is that what we're gonna get? It's probably more than that, but that would be kind of cool. A new splash of style hits the seas. Cosmetic profile backgrounds will be rolling out. Yippee. And citizens alike will dress up more than their view frame. These aren't your standard backdrops. Think animated seascapes, roaring infernos, beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Why does it matter if your friend has every fruit matters? How does that achievement compare to the well? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Who cares if someone's a nerd emoji when you have like a cooler logo than them? Look at that aura. This guy's just flexing on this noob over here. Okay, this is looking good. A duel between steel and rubber. What the... What is that dog blade? Wait, when you download this picture, it says darkdogblade.png. Dark dog blade? What? It started over an argument about who the better swordsman was, and ended with two blades being drawn that had no business being in the same battle. One user wielded a dark blade, one of the strongest swords to ever exist, and rare enough that most people will go their entire lives in search of such an ancient weapon. The second user's sword, however, stopped me in my tracks. It wasn't made of the same material, rather far from it. It was a balloon, stretched and shaped in the form of a weapon, somehow holding its edge. The weapon took blow after blow in the legendary clash between swordsman. When asked about this sword in a post-match interview, the swordsman commented, yeah, I was given this not too long ago. I actually never even picked up a sword before until a strange angry doghouse was giving it to me. It's almost like he was giving me the power to spite someone, you know? Okay, do you know what I think this is? I have a feeling that this might be like a free-to-play Dark Blade that they're going to release for players. If you do like the doghouse quest. At least that's where my head's at. It's like you do the quest, you get the free Dark Blade, and then all of us that have spent Robux like years ago keep the regular one. Unless they're gonna make it pay to win. We'll see. We'll see. I'm open to suggestions. We'll see. Surely it's not just a skin. That'd be stupid. Like a sword skin, they're gonna start doing those. But anyway, we've now got the Blox Bulletin number 22. Navigation made easier. Magma Village in turmoil. New skins on the horizon and more. Okay, let's see. Who else has gotten lost at sea? Don't worry, it's natural. After all, the sea is so vast that 97% of it has yet to be discovered by the world's renowned scientists. Between the reefs, fog banks, and terrifying ocean lurkers, keeping track of which direction I had already sailed was a nightmare. Thankfully, this is no longer a problem anyone has to deal with. The new navigational charts being handed out across the seas have completely changed how I explore. I can now mark locations as I discover them. I've even managed to find my way back to the half-finished lead I abandoned 3 islands ago. What? So readers, keep an eye out for your new improved map making its way to you. If you ever felt like the world was too big to keep track of, it might now finally feel easier to navigate. Personally, because I've spent way too much time in this game, more than most people have grinding away, this map is like just easy to explore, but I'm still kind of curious how they're going to make the map or navigation system better. Are they going to make it so that when you click like the navigation button on the side, it just opens up a map and then it's like real time? That'd be kind of cool. Like a Fortnite map. Anyway, let's get to the interesting stuff. Magma Village on edge. Why is that guy so angry? That guy's angry too in the background. That guy has a flamethrower. What the flip? All right, let's keep going. For as long as most residents of Magma Village can remember, the soldiers stationed here have felt less like an occupying force, more like neighbors. They ate the same stalls, walked the same trails, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. However, that goodwill is beginning to run out. In recent weeks, the military presence on the island has swelled, and so is the excavation work tearing into the volcano's core. I've watched residents be pushed further and further from their own homes, seen the ground shake more violently with each drill, and witnessed families who once welcomed these soldiers with open arms start locking their doors instead. Nobody's saying it outright, but the piece here is starting to crack. Elemental creatures have begun to emerge from the volcano. That is not where I thought that was going to go. Once being long dormant within the magma, the creatures have even been seen fighting back against the military. It seems as though the island itself is pushing back against whatever's happening beneath it. What is buried down there that's worth risking a village's trust and possibly its safety? Nobody in the military is willing to answer that question at this point. However, it's interesting. What I'm gathering from this might be something to do with the summer event, or it might just be like a new event that they're adding in the first sea, which is weird that they're doing it in the first sea. Still kind of cool. It's also kind of crazy that like the doghouse went missing on the previous week from the first sea too. Like a lot of things happening in the first sea. Are we gonna get like this full map rework soon? Is that what this is like trying to preview? Anyway, what am I looking at here? A metallic arm, another metallic arm, a guy eating gravity, and Yeti, or the ogre, like the Oni, because like that's got the horn, it's got like the aura eye. That looks sick. Scientists across the seas have spent years attempting the impossible, trying to recreate the mythical properties of Blox fruits in their own labs. But because something far more interesting has been discovered just recently. What? Wait, multiple new fruit variants have surfaced in the wild, each carrying a strikingly different appearance from the fruit they originate from. Oh. Naturally, every lab that had been chasing synthetic recreations have dropped what they were doing to study the real thing instead. Keeping out for the variants releasing to the public soon. So is this gonna be like werewolf and like Oni Kitsune? So in the previous week when we got that chimera, is that gonna be like a chimera Yeti? Like are we getting another Yeti? I hope not. Anyway, the uprise or decline of piratology. Wait, yeah, they're talking about Pirate Village now. Why is it always the first sea villages? What is going on? Are we going to get the map change? That's what it's starting to feel like. And even by its own standards, things have gotten out of hand lately. It started small, treasure going missing. The usual grumbling you'd expect in a place full of untrustworthy pirates. Then it escalated. The windmill mechanisms that keep half the island running got jammed deliberately by a group of brutes who seemed to think it was funny. When I stopped by the local pub to get a drink and ask a few questions, I found the bartender looking more rattled than I'd ever seen him. Apparently this group had visited and basically robbed him blind, okay? Took a bit of a creative liberty there myself. Nobody I spoke to seemed to know what was behind the sudden spike in chaos. Will Pirate Village ever get a moment of peace? And that's it. You know what I'm thinking? Wait, hold on. This image that they added here said 3 hidden fruits. What could they be? .png. So we've got a version of Yeti. We've got a robotic arm for something. And then another like crazy arm for something. What could those be? Like a creation arm? Like when you use the creation X move and it like grabs them. Could that be like a skin for one of those? Like a mutation? That'd be cool. But I don't see them doing skins like this for legendary fruits. I think it's only going to be mythicals. So I've got a feeling one of these might be for Venom, maybe? Who knows what? Honestly, we'll have to wait and see. Now we get to the exciting part. The Blox fruits. Wait, what do you mean content not viewable in your region? Blox Bulletin number 23. The doghouse is taking over the world. The doghouse bulletin. I ain't reading all this. You think I'm reading this? You think I'm seriously saying this? Okay, the Indra character is crashing out, it seems. It's time the beast is unleashed. Ain't no way. Just watch your skies sometimes. Maybe red, maybe eyes. Maybe here's some... What? If you read this, it was Udoth. Private messages have been leaked. What the hell? Let's see. Is there anything interesting? The future updates are going to blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we found out absolutely nothing from this. That's cool. Read this entire thing. Not a single noteworthy piece of information. Nice. What's next? Oh, magnet. Okay, maybe something interesting. It says magnet through. If the devs remove my video, it's too late. I already published. As you can tell. Wait. Oh my god, there's actually a video. Oh. Oh, it actually has the arms. Wait. Oh, so those are M1s. It is so laggy. Wait, what was that? Is that like a charged Z? Like charged up a blast and released a giant like... Okay. And then they got pieced up. That's embarrassing. One thing that we've learned though, this ain't even a variant. That's genuinely just, that's that same arm. Like, that's just one for one this. Unless I'm stupid. Hold on, it like turned around for a second, right? I swear that's that. It has to be. So that's like the magnet arm. Anyway, what was this part then? New skin mechanic? Oh, look, it's the dog blade. The dog blade. What? Did they cut out the attack or is it actually just like instant teleportation? No, that's a hard cut. They cut out the animation. I think. Rabid dog blade skin. Okay. So they've got skins. That's interesting. It's a mythic sword. And there's two variants of it. That's cool, I guess. I feel like this is just going to be a quest to simply get the dog blade, and that's it. That's all that we're going to get there. What I'm realizing, though, like normal, we've got absolutely zero clue of when the update's actually happening. Surprise, surprise. So now we just wait. And who knows? I'll probably play the game again when the next update comes out, give it a go, and see if it's actually going to be any fun.